Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. I am your watch guy today. Today I have something a little bit exciting. So I've been lent a watch by a guy called Paul. Paul runs another YouTube channel reviewing watches. It is called Time in the UK. Please go and check out his channel. If you like it, subscribe. Also, while we're at that whole subscribing game, if you're new around here, please do hit that subscribe button. I am on my way to 2,500 subscribers. And once I get there, I can release my review of the Omega Seamaster. So the watch that this company belongs to is a little bit of a strange one to me. I only really heard about them mid last year, beginning of last year, when I started seeing them on Jodie's channel. Some people would probably see them as a micro brand. Others that have looked into the history would not understand how you can call them a micro brand. The company is Yema. Now, Paul has also reviewed this Yema watch on his channel, so go and check that out once you're done here. Let me get into the unboxing of this watch and let's see how it is. Okay guys, so this is the case that the Yema came in. Nice little Yema logo here. Now I could be completely wrong, but from memory, I'm pretty sure Yema are a French brand, and that's what this is all about. As I say, could be completely wrong, but I think they are. Also, let me know what you think about my new little setup here. As I said, I've upgraded a couple of things and I'm trying to get the right balance, so any feedback would be very much appreciated. Let's unzip this. Wonder if this is actual leather or a faux leather. Either way, it's a very nice case. And before I get into the watch, right, much prefer these cases to boxes. The functional. Give me something functional with the watch, and I'm appreciative of it, because genuinely your boxes are just going in the back of my cupboard. It's starting to get a little bit full now. So let's have a look at this. We have a little guarantee card here, Horloge Française. So yeah, French watchmaker. I thought that was the case. Paul picked this up from Yema.com. It's all signed and all ticked off and all that type of jazz. Right, here is the watch. Let me just take this down here. It looks very vintage, doesn't it? That's a good feel. It's a lighter feel than usual, but it's a good feel. So this is one of the Superman line. Take this around so you can see the full dial. Nice black sunburst dial to it. You see very oversized indices around the dial. They do seem to be printed. They will be loomed. That's a screw down crown there. I really like this case. It's a very, very vintage diver type of feel to it. And I'm about that type of vintage diver feel at the moment. It is thick. It's a big boy. It's a tall boy. It looks a lot thinner because of this breaking up of the casing, but that's a big bezel. Very big bezel. Sort of coin edge to the bezel also. Very reflective. Catches the light well. Milled clasp, good to see at this price. 30 bar. Surely that can't be right. I'm reading that completely wrong. I thought it was 30 meters. No, 30 bar is 300 meters. Yeah, that's sufficient for a dive watch. You can see just below the 6 here. You can actually see, let me try and zoom you in. You look just below the 6 o'clock there. You can see France on the dial. As I said earlier, a French watchmaker. They used to be owned by Seiko actually, which is a little bit of history there for you. Okay, we have drilled lugs. That's a good little bonus. Signed crown. Good levels of micro adjust. And now Paul has pre-warned me, and I think he knows of my aversion to this, but it is pin and collar links. So that's going to be an interesting little grind. I have my, where have I gone and put that? I did have my spring bar tool around. Right, I am going to find my spring bar tool and fit this onto my slimmer wrists. Paul is definitely a bigger gent than myself. It isn't hard to imagine that. My wrists are tiny. Pop the Excite on there. Hasn't been off my wrist for the last week. I mean, aside from other review watches coming in, obviously that's what I'm meant to be doing. But aside from that, hasn't been off my wrist. So I found my spring bar tool, and the Yema has been sized up for my smaller wrists. I think that's quite a long lug to lug. I'm not too certain of the actual size just yet, but it is stretching over, and we do have some male end links. It is fitted quite well, to be fair. I did have to remove a few links, let's say that much. I'm quite a fan of this vintage styling. I'm also a fan of Yema, so I am really looking forward to wearing this in for the next few days. Well, not wearing it in, that has really rough connotations for Paul's watch. I will be taking care of this for the next couple of days. I do get a very vintage vibe from it. Obviously that's what they've gone for, and I guess they've nailed that quite well. So guys, for now, this is the Yema Superman. So guys, they are my first impressions of the Yema Superman. As you can see, it's a very vintage little fella. They've obviously pulled that off very well. And Yema is one of those brands that should be pulling this off very well. Vintage diver is what they're about. So I'm hoping that I get a good feel from this one. Now, as I've mentioned, I've been a fan of Yema for about a year now. So I want to be able to give them a good review. But as I've said before on the channel, the only way to get a good review is building a good watch. Now, if you would like to see a review of this watch earlier, go and check out Paul's channel. He's a great guy and he always supports this channel. Thank you for watching this video, guys. The review will be along very soon. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Nearly at that 2,500 mark. That's a nice mark to be at early on in the year. I will see you in the next one.